In the last video, I was talking about how critical self-consistency is and what that stems from, I think, in terms of like the drive or the motivation for why I personally consider that to be so essential, with self-consistency and failure in that domain being hypocrisy. Is that self-consistency, I would say, is like the bedrock of mathematics, um, wherein I'm no mathematician, so I don't understand how it's done. But to my plebeian understanding, it's about like minimizing contradictions and paradoxes and stuff like that, in math and physics. And so with self consistency, then I just think it is like a good guideline for our own lives, because if you don't have it, then you don't have anything central at like your core character. With that being said, I think that over commitment to self consistency can be limiting. And that's where open mindedness, I have found in my life, can be like an extremely powerful force. Um, the thing I think about with open mindedness is in so many situations we feel that we have to do something that we don't actually have to do. And when we're more open minded about that situation, it becomes clear that we don't have to actually do that thing. But being open minded about that generally requires a sense of humility, which can be humbling. And so people can get like dug in on whatever their priors are. And so it can be humbling then to be open minded and switch. At the same time, naturally, uh, open mindedness isn't like a get out of jail free card that can just be used indefinitely to the point that, like, you don't have anything consistent that you're maintaining as you transition through all these different open minded, uh, like, jailbreaks. So, with that, I mean, these are like a really old idea about like the golden mean, that for basically most traits that there's kind of this golden middle, like Goldilocks zone. And I think that that tends to hold true for most things, and is a good benchmark. With that said, like between self consistency and open mindedness, if I were to have to pick one or the other, and I had to lean more towards one, I would lean more towards open-mindedness, because I think it's more powerful and you can accomplish way more in your life by being open-minded, because it allows you to reset, and when you reset, you can wash away whatever has been a limiting factor. Um, and obviously, like the opposite of this, right, would be closed-mindedness, and I think that's why closed-mindedness just inherently, to a lot of us, I feel rubs us the wrong way internally, and it can be hard to put our finger on why. And I think it's this resistance to change and to grow, that for people who do want to change and grow, it can feel stagnant. And so, yeah, um, without trying to be a hypocrite, because I know the last video was about self consistency, and now I'm talking about open mindedness as being superior. So who knows at the end of the day?